Hello, greetings, namaste. This video is about the first course that I conduct in India. This will be the fourth year that I conduct this course in India, and it's called the Fundamental Principles and the Physiology of Ayurveda. And this course should be taken before any other courses in order to understand the fundamental concepts of Ayurveda, including the tridoshic theory, the subdoshas, the gunas, qualities, datsus, tissue, some tropsi, the systems, the agni, your digestive capacity, ojas, your ama, and other essential aspects of anatomy and functionality of the body, according to Ayurveda. There's 100 hours of pre-study required. There's one textbook by Atreya Smith called The Fundamental Principles and Physiology of Ayurveda, which is required reading prior to the course. In India, we do 25 hours of course teaching with myself and 25 hours of private study you'll be doing each day, or in the 1 week or 7-day intensive course. This practical course will give you will establish a strong foundation of the application of Ayurvedic diagnosis and treatment skills, since Ayurveda anatomy is very different from the Western system. It's very important to study the view of the body according to Ayurveda and not try to, jump ahead to diagnostic skills, treatment, and herbs without having this fundamental foundation down. We see this as very common. People start learning the herbs, but they don't understand the Ayurvedic approach to treatment, because the Ayurvedic form of anatomy, looking at the doshas, it's a tridoshic system. So, disease is based on imbalances of the doshas and ama and agni, etc. So you have to understand datsu, mala, agni, ama very well to be able to diagnose and be able to treat. In fact, when we study the herbs, they're not talking about treating specific conditions. They're talking about treating specific doshic imbalances, or agni or ama, or addressing specific tissue, or datsu, or sutras systems. So if you're looking at the human body from the Western view of anatomy, then you won't be able to study the herbs or diagnostic methods in the traditional sense. And this is the beauty of Ayurveda, because once you understand the fundamentals, then you realize when you're diagnosing, including reading the pulse or observing the person, or that you're actually identifying the imbalances based on the Ayurvedic system of looking at the body. You're looking for these doshic imbalances in the systems, in the tissue, the state of the agni, the tissue that's been affected by the ama, and the stages of progression, or the pathology of disease. So very important that we study this first, and this will give you the foundation of continuing with all the other courses. So if you have a very strong understanding of fundamentals of Ayurveda, then you could skip this course and move to the next course. We're going to learn to view the human body and its functions and its imbalances in terms of the doshas, Vata-Pitta-Kapha, the 15 subdoshas, the 7 datsus, or tissue, and we're going to study 16 samtramsi, systems, and of course the 3 different waste products, prana and ojas, etc. And in the actual course, we start to describe ourselves and view and understand the human body, and even everything around us, from this tridoshic view. So the goal is that the people start to see themselves in this tridoshic view, and start to see even the world around them with this tridoshic view of the world. So in the first part of the course, we're going to study the fundamentals. This includes the 5 elements, space, air, water, fire, and earth, and their 20 gunas, or attributes. Clearly understand the tridoshic theory of Vata-Pitta-Kapha, the 15 subdoshas, and their different locations in the body and their qualities. And we'll also learn every physical characteristic, as well as one's mental capacity and emotional tendencies in terms of the tridoshic system. We'll learn, of course, about the concepts of prakriti, your original body type, vikriti, your current imbalances. We'll understand agni, digestive fire, learning about the roles and functions of agni, the main types of agni, trikshna agni, vishama agni, manda agni, which is sharp or strong or variable or dull agni, and of course sama agni, balanced agni, and the different subtypes of agni. We'll learn about ama, metabolic toxins, the malas, the body's waste products, and understand the three primary malas, feces, urine, and sweat, and the causes, of course, of ama. We'll also study the 7 datsus, or tissues of the body, the fluid of the body, rasa datsu, rakta datsu, the blood, mamsa datsu, the muscle, meta datsu, the fat and adipose tissue, meja datsu, the bone marrow and the nervous system, shukra datsu, the reproductive system. And we'll learn how datsus successfully nourish each other and how a state of each tissue forms a pillar of health, and how when there's imbalances in any one tissue, this affects our state of homeostasis. And we'll learn about 14 systems in the body, some tramsi. There are, of course, thousands of systems in the body, and we could study 16 or 17, but we're not going to cover these. We'll cover the fundamental ones that are essential for clinical practice. This includes the 3 channels or systems for receiving food, water, and prana, life force, we could say, the 7 bodily channels, which I just mentioned, which nourish and maintain the body's tissues, datsus, and the 3 eliminating channels, which I mentioned, feces, urine, and sweat. And of course, the mind, Manuvaya Sutra, the channel of the mind. And we'll also learn about the subtle qualities and functions of prana, the life force, tejas, the metabolic fire, and the ojas, our deep immunity, we could say. And we'll understand the 3 gunas, or 3 states of mind, sattvic, rajasic, and tamasics, and their essential components, or energetics, and how they affect the body. So after studying this, or let's just say as we're going along, we'll study each of these areas, like we study Vata Pitta Kapha at first, and then each participant will then, as homework, or that afternoon before the next class, or before the next session, will diagnose themselves, or I should say understand themselves, and from the doshic point of view, and then they will communicate this to the class. They will have to understand their own original body type, and they will also communicate their prakriti, and also have to understand their vikriti, their current imbalances, and which subdoshas are imbalanced. And then when we learn Agni and Ama, each participant will have to understand their own state of Agni and Ama, and we'll communicate this to the class, and we'll all contribute to help this person understand Agni and Ama in themselves. And then each participant will talk about their own state, so we can learn from each other, because each of us will be, of course, different. And then we'll talk about the state of our datsus, our tissues, some tramsi, our channels. We'll talk about our state of prana, tejas, and ojas, and our state of mind, the degree in which it's sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. And so we're doing these studies along the way, and then we're looking at ourselves and the other participants to apply it and to understand it. And then we move to the next subject, and then we discuss it and understand it within ourselves. So really it's like a first initial form of diagnosis, and that's understanding yourself and seeing yourself from this tridoshic point of view, and understanding and applying these principles to yourself. And this builds the foundation for diagnostic skills, which is the next course. And the first course and the second course do go well together if you have the fundamentals down, which you should focus your study on before the course, and then the diagnostic skills are much easier. This course is held in Ma Yoga Ashram in Rishikesh, India, and this ashram is run by Ayurvedic doctors who are 5th generation. I think we have 2 sons there that are Ayurvedic doctors, plus the father, Dr. Rakesh, who was our sponsor. We're very close to the Ganges River. We're near Laxmanjula bridge in northern Rishikesh, if you're familiar with the area. Great shopping, wonderful place. We'll have dinner every night together in the ashram. We often we eat together at breakfast, and then we go from breakfast straight into the first course. People are free for lunch. Lunch isn't included in the package. And then you have a few hours free in the afternoon until 4 o'clock. And then 4 o'clock or 4:30, we resume the second teaching, and that goes right up until dinner time, 7 o'clock. So we have about 3 hours in the morning, another 2.5 hours in the afternoon with breaks, and then this big 4-hour break in the middle where you can go have lunch, go do shopping, do some sightseeing, and we have dinner together. So the course includes 6 nights accommodation, the final certificate of completion for 150 hours of study. 100 hours you have to do self-study prior to the course, and 50 hours of intensive study is done in India, so that's how we get the 150 hours. And this includes, this price of $550 includes a private cottage. We're all staying together. It has an attached bathroom, laundry service, and some room service. It's a simple but a nice place. And then the course is also including any handouts, lectures by other guest speakers, and we'll also have available access to panchakarma treatments at reduced rates, and there's plenty of shopping and entertainment going on in the evening. So many of us are going out together in the evening. Many of us go out together for a lunch together. So it's kind of a group environment where we're sticking together, and it's just a small group. We've had like 10, 12 people at the most in these groups, and we're walking around, meeting other Ayurvedic doctors, going to Ayurvedic clinics, going to herb shops, shopping. I take everybody to different places to go shopping, which I know are good, and we do some little sightseeing together. So it's a very wonderful experience. I enjoy it every year. I've been going to Rishikesh since 1982. And so I know the area very well. I have a lot of friends, a lot of contacts there, and I look forward to sharing my love of Rishikesh with you, teaching you on this subject and helping you obtain these fundamentals to Ayurveda to help you to create a proper foundation for proper study of the Ayurvedic diagnostic skills, treatment skills, and herbology. So once again, contact me if you would like more information. And these are small groups. They're not conducted, these classes are not conducted online, and they're not conducted even here in the United States, because I find that doing these courses in India with other Ayurvedic doctors, with the panchakarma available, and the herbs all available, and the Ayurvedic food available, that it creates a much better experience than just trying to learn online or every other weekend or every weekend, and in comparison with other courses. So it's a very much intensive course, and very good for building a foundation, and it does go good with the second course. So the first and second course in Rishikesh do go well together, but I don't allow people to do more than 2 courses at any one time. So if you're starting out on Ayurveda, then you can consider just doing the first course by itself, which I covered, and then spending a little more time there, of course, in Rishikesh. We will be there, or doing the first and the second course together if you're more ready and to study more before these courses. Okay, thank you once again, and I look forward to helping you to learn Ayurveda.